Hi, Billy Sunday Mars here, and I want to help us understand why COVID, the coronavirus, is actually a spiritual disease. First of all, what does the word spirit mean? It means breath. Our capacity to breathe is disrupted by this disease. So if we look at the word spirit and breath, if we can't breathe, then we're unable to reconnect, which is where, again, rilagare, religion, back to source understanding. The corona actually is called corona because it has a crown. It has a halo on it, on the virus itself. It's called that because it has the halo. And that prevents us from our crowning by preventing us from bringing our understandings of depth, our crowning way of being, the seventh chakra, bringing those energies in, those higher understandings in, through the mid-prefrontal cortex, which is our third eye, by the way. That helps us to allow those energies, by the way we breathe, to come into the body. Now, if it's affecting our breathing on one end, it also affects the heart. Coronary, that's where our thymus is. That's where our T cells are. That's where a part of our immune system is. The other part is in our intestines. Well, if we can't breathe into difficulty, that's when we start drinking. We start eating bad foods. If we're eating comfort foods, which are mostly sugar, we're increasing the inflammation in our body. That's going to decrease our immune function. 80% of our immune system is in our gut. Well, if we're putting junk food in, if we're not eating the right foods, then we're decreasing our immune system, which is what we need to stave off the virus to begin with. Doesn't that make sense? So we want to look at it from these perspectives. Being able to breathe, again, spirit, the vagus nerve, being able to breathe allows us to have the faculties to deal with the difficulties, to make the right decisions, to be able to safely keep personal distance. We can call social distancing, but social distancing isn't really, as we've seen, it's personal and physical distance so that we can keep the virus from spreading. If we can't make a good conscious decision, if we can't make a good coherent decision and keep coherence between the heart, the mind, well, the mind goes throughout the body, it's part of this, the interoceptive system. If we can't keep that up, we're not going to be able to function as we need to. So again, spirit, breath, it affects the lungs. We can't breathe. In that song that I wrote there, Let's Make Love Go Viral, I said, we won't drown in denial. Well, what does this disease do? What does this virus do? It causes our lungs to fill with fluid, and literally, these are people drowning. It's like pneumonia. We have to be more aware. We can't let this happen to people. We have to practice the physical distancing. We have to practice being aware of how we act, not only for ourselves, but for others. We are our brother's keepers. So, again, corona, coronary, heart, coronation, the crowning of our higher selves, to be our higher selves, to be able to function as our best. Again, this disease, this virus has a halo on it, and that prevents us from our crowning achievement of being our best selves. Why is it a spiritual disease? It's testing us. This is a stress test for humanity. It's saying, hey, you're most vulnerable. Why are they most vulnerable? Because they're unable to function well before this disease even came in. There was a disease already there that caused people, again, attachment traumas, to not be able to eat the right foods, to be able to get the right amount of exercise so that they can prevent their lungs from becoming less functional, to keep the diabetes and diabesities down. This is what we want to look at. This is no accident that this came about. We have to, together, help each other. Because, again, an ounce of prevention, a pound of cure. The cure always costs more than even the prevention, and more than the intention of living better to begin with. I thank you for listening, and I wish you all well. I wish you happiness and health and awareness of your part in this world. You're not here to take up space. You're part of this all, an important part. Thank you.